a dummy that died, I'm the coldest around, but he falling again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what?
Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
First and 10.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10. They run with Hunt. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kareem Hunt, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now it's Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Right at midfield.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. Past the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Josh Lambo.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Lambo will put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
31-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
For the Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play fake. Murray. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead 1st quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Touchdown.
And remember, versus the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Josh Lambeau to kick off for Jacksonville.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Baltimore.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got it complete to Thompson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield.
Jackson's
a gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Ravens.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Josh Allen.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Allen on the tackle.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. from the gun. Murray. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Kareem Hunt, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and pick. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks. And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A 7-yard pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
29-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores.